What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news. And before we get into things, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe by hitting the button below. Now, for some of the highlights in this video, we have a first look at the Air Jordan 5 Olive returning in 2024. Also, a first look at the J Balvin Air Jordan 3 Rio. The name change for the Air Jordan 11 DMP is official. They're now known as Gratitude. I'm going to talk about that later on in the video. And there's much more from Jordan Brand. Also, we have a lot from Nike, including details on the Travis Scott Nike Sharkidon, and a first look at the Powerpuff Girls Nike SB Dunk Low for Bubbles and Buttercup. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. In the release dates video I just dropped, I talked about the Terror Squad Nike Air Force 1 Low in white and black. Now there's a little bit of an update. So originally scheduled to debut on September 15th, they are listed on the Sneakers app for September 16th. So a day later. Currently they don't have the Porpoise pair listed. However, I'm going to assume that that pair will also drop on September 16th, and the retail price will be $150 each. NOCTA will bring back the Nike Air Zoom Drive in a few different colorways. One will be in black and white, but the pair we're going to talk about today comes just in white and black. This shoe was originally released back in 1999, part of the Alpha Project series and designed by Tinker Hatfield. So the specific colorway is white, Summit white and black. The pair features an all-white upper along with ballistic mesh and ripstop nylon with leather on the overlays. White also hits the laces, TPU overlays, and then we have NOCTA's Trident logo on the heels and on the outsole. Black hits the pull tabs with NOCTA written across it, and then we have a visible air unit in the heels. Other details includes a white midsole and a black rubber outsole. We don't have a specific release date for the shoes, but they are expected to debut fall 2023, and the retail price will be $165. Nike is releasing Kyler Murray's DT96 Cleat PE from the 2022 season. Now this pair is dope. I just wish they weren't a cleat. I'd rather just have the regular Nike Air DT Max 96, the shoes that Deion Sanders wore. And this pair features a black, white, sundown, and tough red color combination. The cleat features black across the upper with the claw-like cutouts and gold on the sides. And then we have white and red accents throughout. So unfortunately, we don't have a specific release date. However, they are expected to debut soon, and the retail price will be $230. Official photos have leaked of Travis Scott's Nike Mac Attack collaboration, which comes just in light smoke gray, black, and white. So this pair resembles that of the original colorway that dropped earlier in the year, actually a few months back. I was fortunate enough to get that pair. There is some differences. For example, we have the backward swoosh on the lateral side, and there is Cactus Jack branding, which hits the heel. Other than that, I just wanted to showcase the different angles. They're cool, but I'm happy with the OG colorway. And currently, they are expected to debut holiday 2023. It's a little weird that we're already getting official images since we're quite a few months out. Usually, official images release a month, maybe 3 weeks before the drop. But hey, it might be possible that they release sooner than the holiday season. Also, the retail price will be $120. Here is a first look at the upcoming Supreme Nike Air Zoom Courtposite collaboration in metallic gold. Now, there's a total of 3 colorways expected to release later this year, actually coming up soon. One pair, which is shown, features metallic gold, black, and metallic gold. The second comes just in black, black, metallic silver, and then the last pair will feature triple white. Now, this shoe was originally released back in 2002, and it was intended for tennis players. However, Andre Agassi was not a fan of the shoe. He refused to wear them, and a lot of that is believed to be because foamposite is a material that's hard to break in, so it probably would take the player a lot longer to break the shoes in than, let's say, in comparison, the Nike Air Tech Challenge 2, or any shoe with leather and mesh materials. The overall look of the shoe reminds me a lot of the Flightposite. From the photos, we can see that it does feature Supreme branding on the panels that overlays the eyelets. Currently, we don't have a release date for the 3, however, they are expected to debut fall 2023, and the retail price will be $150 each. We recently saw a first look at the Powerpuff Girls Nike SB Dunk Low Blossom, but now we have a first look at the Bubbles and Buttercup pairs. And for me, I like the Bubbles pair the most, and it looks like all three will have different materials. So it's kind of hard to make out what exactly is the Bubbles pair, but it almost looks like a canvas-like material in certain areas. There's a lot of intricate designs. And then for Buttercup, it has this shiny layover. Now, I did see a photo of the Blossom pair, and that features 3M reflective on the piping. Now, I did see a photo showing that the Blossom pair has 3M reflective on the underlays where the black is. So there's a possibility that the Bubbles and the Buttercup pair will have that same feature. Also, a couple people corrected me in the previous video on the right shoe towards the heel. That's actually supposed to mimic the mouth, which when you have them both together, it makes a lot more sense now. Also, the insoles on these, they're really dope. I'll make sure to include a photo as well. And as of now, all three are expected to release on December 14th, and the retail price is $135 each. Last week, there was an image that leaked, which many reported was a shoe from Travis Scott and Jordan brand. However, I received exclusive details. I leaked that news with Z Sneakerhead Z a day later, and the actual shoe is known as the Travis Scott Nike Sharkidon. So this is a collaboration between Travis Scott and Nike, not Jordan brand, and this will be his first signature shoe with Nike sportswear. Now, there's two models that this shoe is inspired by. One is the Nike Air Zoom Spiridon. The shoe originally released back in 1997. You could see that by the midsole, the unique design by the heel. Now, there's another added detail if you look towards the toe. So that little emblem right there represents shark teeth. Now, doing some digging, that same shark teeth logo was actually used back in the 1980s on a pair of Nike football cleats known as Shark. I'll include a photo in this video so you just know what they look like. You can also see that it's the same logo. But other than that, we have exposed foam on the tongue. They also come with a midfoot strap, a lot of mesh detailing along with leather materials. And this pair features a white and mocha color combination, something that Travis likes to use, that color theme. Unfortunately, we only have the one photo. Actually, there's two, just the same photo but different angle. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a specific release date, but summer 2024 is when they're expected to drop. And there's actually quite a few colorways expected to roll out, this being one of them. Let me know your thoughts on this pair down in the comment section below. Moving on to Jordan brand, and we have new images of the Air Jordan 38 Aqua. Now, for those that don't know, the Air Jordan 38 is inspired by the Air Jordan 8, although there's not a lot you can tell by that on the surface. However, this shoe does borrow the colorway from the Air Jordan 8 and features black, true red, bright Concord, and aqua tone. And currently, they are expected to debut holiday 2023, and the retail price will be $200. Just around the corner, the Air Jordan 4 Cacao Wow will debut. This is a grade school exclusive and also releasing in preschool and toddler. Now, it's been a minute since we've seen some photos, and recently the official images popped up. So like always, I wanted to share that with you guys. But the shoes feature a Cacao Wow, Geotil, L Brown, Twine, Cell, and Luminous Green color combination. Now, I did say this in the release dates video. If Jordan brand dropped these in adult sizing, I think they would have done somewhat well. They have fall vibes. People like those brown and mocha colors. Now, maybe if they exchanged the teal color for something different, it would have been better, but that's just my opinion. They are scheduled to release on September 12th, and the retail price will be $150. Recently, we received a first look at the Air Jordan 11 Low IE in black and white. I did showcase this in the release dates video, but I wanted to go over it a little bit more in the news video. So the shoes feature a black and white color combination. And one of the standout features is that we have patent leather across the mudguard. This is a shoe that people either love or hate. And the people who do love the model, it definitely depends on the colorway. I think this colorway is decent and simple, but if you do like them, I would just wait until they go on sale because this is definitely not going to sell out. Also, another nice touch is the smoky translucent rubber outsole. I like that. But they are scheduled to release on September 22nd, and the retail price will be $190. Another shoe I did talk about in the release dates video. For those who watched it, I apologize for going over a handful of shoes in the news video, but I feel that this is pretty big news. And for those that don't know, J Balvin's Air Jordan 3, known as Medellín Sunset, has been postponed. So originally they were scheduled to release on September 2nd. However, at the time of recording this, it's now September 3rd. So that date has already passed and there was no release. But we do have a new release date, which is September 23rd. Also, the retail price will be $250. We have new details on the Air Jordan 11 DMP, aka Defining Moments, which is actually being called Gratitude. Now, the color blocking and everything does resemble the DMP 11s. There are some differences. For example, we have a leather upper compared to mesh. The patent leather is higher, and on the 2006 pair, it featured low-cut patent leather. There's also some other small changes. Now, the reasoning behind why they're being called Gratitude is unknown at the time of recording, but on the inside of the tongue, it reads, "Quality basketball products created in gratitude by the greatest player ever." And then the tissue paper that the shoes come with inside of the box, it has "thank you" in different languages. So off top, it appears that this shoe is a tribute to the consumer, us. I don't have confirmation on it, but that's what it appears to be. So from here forward, I guess I'm going to be calling them Gratitude and not DMP, just because that's what Jordan Brand's going to call them. I should also have more information soon on the reasoning behind the nickname, probably in the next news video. And they are currently scheduled to release on December 9th in full family sizing, and the retail price is $230. So this pair is going to go up $5 from the traditional $225. J Balvin was recently spotted in an unreleased Air Jordan 3, and for those who remember, I recently leaked details on J Balvin's upcoming Air Jordan 3 collaboration for 2024. So later this month, we have the pair in white dropping. We also have this pair in black, which is known as Rio, and they are expected to be a tribute to his son. So we got a first look at the shoes, and they feature a black, solar flare, total crimson, and abyss color combination. So they are similar to the white pair releasing. We have that gradient across the midsole, also on the heels. On the right heel, we have J Balvin's smiley face logo, and then on the left, we have Nike Air branding. It also looks like we have a translucent outsole done in crimson. It's kind of hard to tell, but from one of the photos, you can kind of see it. All black leather upper, the Jumpman logo on the tongues, and I really like that light gray elephant print that wraps the toe and heel. These are nice. I like the black pair a lot more than the white pair, although both are nice. And for his Rio pair, they are expected to debut summer 2024, although we don't have a specific release date. And the retail price will be $250. Let me know your thoughts on this pair down below, and how do they compare to the white pair that's dropping this month. I thought I saw images of the Air Jordan 5 Olive in one of the previous videos. I believe I was going over the J Balvin Air Jordan 3 in white, known as Medellín Sunset, and in the background you could see the Air Jordan 5 Olive, but I wasn't sure if it was the old release or the new one. It was kind of blurry, but now we have a first look confirmed that this is the 2024 pair. Now, I'm not sure if it's the lighting or what, but that shade of green is slightly different compared to the original release, which took place back in 2006. Also, the orange looks a little bit more vibrant, so this could just be the lighting in the photo, or maybe they used some sort of filter. The shoes also appear to feature the same material on the upper, which is said to be suede. But other than that, I remember when these originally released, a lot of people on websites and forums were calling them the Undefeated 5s because they resembled the undefeated Air Jordan 4, although we knew that it wasn't going to be a collaboration. It just, the color blocking somewhat resembled it. And the Undefeated 4 recently released, well, not too recently, but a year prior. Only 72 pairs were made available, and essentially this is what we got for a public release, just not a collab. This was also part of Jordan Brand's lifestyle series, which basically meant that they would drop the shoe and they would release matching apparel. They weren't available just anywhere. They were actually somewhat hard to obtain depending on where you live. And the original retail price was $145. I definitely miss those days. And for 2024, they're going to retail for $210. So at the time of recording, they are scheduled to release on March 9th. And like I mentioned, the retail price is $210. Let me know your thoughts on the 2024 version down in the comments section below. Do you plan on picking these up or passing? And that's going to do it for this video. Like always, greatly appreciate you guys for watching. If you have a second and haven't done so already, also appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe by hitting the button below. Also, turn on the notification bell so you can be alerted every time I drop a new video. Now, I plan on dropping one more video this week. Hopefully there's enough news. I'm also going to start working on a big video for 2024 releases, like a whole guide that we know of so far, so that will probably be a long one. And I potentially could drop a short. I'm setting up my room, so I'm going to start showcasing some of my older shoes and some of the rare stuff that I have, just to give you guys a little bit of insight and just behind the scenes type stuff. But like always, let me know what you liked or disliked down in the comment section below. As well, if you have any questions, leave that down below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.